Everton 2, Newcastle 1 at the Stadium of Light. Actually, St. James's Park. St. James's Park, of course, the home of Newcastle. Everton finding themselves, of course, they were 1 up, and then Newcastle pulled 1 back. Again, Everton are like the resilient 2. As some of us had predicted, the entire squad here. I'm not alone. I'm with Dantos, Wesley, and Dennis Madeka. Nani hapa alisema uongo?
Sisi wote.
Huyo.
But unless game ishe hivyo. Game ikishe hivyo, score yangu ni correct.
Game ikiishi Everton ushindi niko ndani ya nyumba.
So Everton, nakumbuka ulikuwa umesema Everton.
Lakini first half alisema draw.
First half alisema draw 0-0
first half. And of course that game is coming to you live here on TV 47 every Saturday. Be sure, of course, we'll be having some football action for you, especially from the English Premier League. Jarrad Brathwaite in the 19th minute. Beto alipita na gloves za mtu hapo kwa goal. And then, of course, Jacob Ramsey pulled 1 back in the 32nd minute to make it 2-1 as we get into the 45 minutes to see who will be able. Of course, win probability gives it to Everton, according to the statistics online. And Dantos nimeona hapa, both teams have had, of course, almost a fair share of shots. 5 each on Everton, 5 each by Newcastle. Then we have 3 on target for Newcastle, 3 on target for Everton. Possession 59, Newcastle 41, Everton. Dantos, sasa sema tu kweli. Where is this game going to?
Okay, I think this is a very interesting match. If you want to know a game is interesting and hard at the same time, is when you score, I score. Yeah. That's how you know this match, by the way, ni ngumu sana. As you have said, I think Everton and Newcastle wako draw. Yani nguvu zao ni the same. But I think all in all, I'll stick with what I said before the match starts. Before the match started, that is the game will end 2-1. Courtesy of any team. Yes, that's what I said. But all in all, I think both the teams, even when it comes to finishing, they are all good. Corners, when it comes to corner, they are all good. Back passes, not most of the team. Both of them are to back pass mingi, but their defense also very nice. Both teams. But I think it's a draw, but the best team will win.
The best team will win, according to Dantos. Looking at, of course, the table so far, if Everton win, they'll be on 40 points, Wesley. And if Newcastle lose, they'll be in 36 points in 12th, at the bottom of half of the table, while Everton with the top half of the table. In your own prediction, second half, what will change, what should not change for both teams? Just as you said, you want Newcastle to win. What should happen with Eddie Howe?
Yeah, I still believe Newcastle will win this one. I mean, first, these are the kinds of games you don't want to miss any action. Because you've seen it's attack, I attack. It's only that Pop had a huge stinker there. You angeshika.
Fantastic moment.
And I also know, if you also see the positioning of Beto, that was a really good striking instinct. So, yeah. I mean, alikuwa anajua at any given chance there's a rebound. Yeah. Akafika mbele ya defender. So it's a really good goal. In as much as it's a tap-in, it's a well-stricken goal. And I also, but you've seen how Newcastle are playing. Wakona corners mingi sana. They're really attacking. Akina Gordon, akina Ramsey, akina Elanga. They are very much attacking. So I do believe Newcastle can pull this one off. It's a hard one because I know defensive-wise Everton are really good. But Newcastle can pull something. I haven't seen much of their striker number 9, Uyo Altamada. Lakini probably second half anacheza kidogo. They have a good bench in Wisa. They also have akina Murphy, so wanaweza kuja to pull something ya change game.
Yeah, Madeka, of course, hii ni kama 50-50 venye ulikuwa umesema hapo awali, kama sijakosea, sababu timu zote mbili ikiangalia ni kama zimetoshana nguvu. And it looks like kila mtu amesema hakuna mambo ya kuweka handbrake. Kanyaga tu accelerator, penye inaenda tu tusonge nayo.
Mimi nilitangulia nikasema kwamba hizi timu mbili nikiziangalia kwa uchunguzi kwa undani zinatoshana nguvu. Ndio maana unaona mabao yanaingia na bado kuna mabao yatakuja tu bado. Na kusema ukweli, ukiangalia hakuna kitu kibaya katika soka unapocheza na mtu mnatoshana nguvu. akuachie mpira ucheze, yeye ametulia.
Hapa nakulima.
Atakutandika, atakufunga. Ndio maana unaona wanapossess sana wale Newcastle. Lakini kubreak ile defense ya nini ya Everton inakuwa ni shida. Na Everton wakipiga huku namba 7, namba 11, wakiingiza pale katikati inakuwa tu shida kwa Newcastle. Kwa hivyo bila shaka kusema ukweli Everton ina nguvu ya ushindi katika hii mechi.
And of course, looking at the other fixtures that are being played simultaneously at the same time with Newcastle versus Everton, we have Liverpool 3, West Ham 0. Hiyo ni half time. Like West Ham munafanya nini huko Anfield? Seriously. Then the other fixture, Burnley 1, Brentford 3. Burnley are home, Brentford are away. And Brentford have 3 goals. And it is a half time. Yenyewe ni kubaya. I think teams are like kaende. So anyone who did over the sort of overs on their betting slip, I bet you are having a very beautiful evening. Except for my good friend Madheka, who game gani likutoa kwa hesabu jana?
Jana Aston Villa.
And that is the same way the game against Leeds United and Man City tonight itatoa undugu yangu wa Manchester City kwa hesabu. And of course, that will be the late kick-off, a very important game that Arsenal will be watching very keenly before they host Chelsea in the Premier League. What do you think about this into the second half? Tukiingia second half in this Tottenham, Newcastle versus Everton, Dantos tukiingia.
I think this is the right time for Wisa to come in.
Wisa, huh?
Because of that pressure. You know, Wisa ni mtu ukimwangalia vizuri, but tangu watoke Africa Cup of Nations, he has not been that Wisa that we knew last season. But again, this is the right time that Wisa should come in because of that pressure. Inataka mtu kama Wisa that pressure. Shoot kwa umbali, the header, and I think akiingizwa mapema, the game can change.
Of course, Wesley, you've seen the referee has been very reserved in terms of cards. No yellow cards, no red cards. But in a second half, kuna mtu atakula.
Yeah.
This open game, of course, there'll be someone who will make a mistake. And I'm seeing Joe Linton.
Yeah, going into the second, actually, Joe Linton amewaniwa mara. I think twice, because he's very physical. Yeah. Shida yake sometimes ako more physical hadi anapata kadi. So second half, kuna possibility ya kadi, probably some yellow cards hapa na pale cause pia na pressure. Yeah. Kila team hapa itajaribu Everton itajaribu ku defend. Some other time they go an extra mile, they take one for the team. So kuna mtu atakula kadi hapo. But on prediction wise, Newcastle will pull us a comeback. Watashinda 3-2.
You may insist lazima Newcastle washinde.
Lazima watashinda. Lazima watashinda.
Dennis, wewe game wewe tukimalizia, of course tukienda, najua after this hatutaweza kupata ile post analysis sababu ya show ya saa 2. Nini badilike kwa Newcastle?
Kubadilika kuna ugumu sababu hata kaingiza nani ule kocha wa Newcastle. Sahi second half ndio sasa Everton watakangangari zaidi pale nyuma kupata kuzuia sababu wanajua kwa away. Kwa hivyo haitakuwa rahisi, na vile Wesley amesema hapa eti 3-2 comeback. Hakuna comeback. Hakuna. Everton inachukua ushindi.
Everton will take the win. Remember, of course, it's at St. James's Park. It's coming to you live on TV47. Remember also, if you are on the free-to-air decoder, that is StarTimes, call it Zuku, GOtv, DStv, and TV47.digital, you can watch and able to watch this particular match seamlessly, free, without any interruptions whatsoever. So tune in and, of course, and enjoy this particular second half. Remember, I'm looking at the substitutions, just as you've heard from Danto Sibola. Wisa is, of course, the likely one to be brought in for Newcastle. Newcastle also has someone who has a lawyer named William Osula. And Joe Lee Willock, of course, in that. Those are the likely, of course, substitutions that Eddie Howe will be thinking of bringing. David Moyes, on the other end, is a very experienced coach. Being up 2-1, thinking he'll be smelling blood and might not want to get rid of that, surrender that particular lead. But of course, on his bench, he doesn't have very interesting characters who can win it, but hivyo ndo kutakuwa. Hizo games zingine mbio tu Dantos before tuingie kwa St. James's Park, hii game ya Liverpool of course hiyo wanapiga
I think Liverpool will win.
Burnley, Brentford.
Also West Ham I don't think kama kutakuwa na comeback hapo, so I think the result will remain the same.
Or even much more.
Yeah, or even much more.
Burnley versus Brentford 3-1 first half, Burnley 1, Brentford 3.
The two games, Liverpool, West Ham and Brentford, Burnley, they're as good as gone.
Those ones are
Hakuna
decided.
comeback hapo. But for Liverpool wataongeza mabao, I know for sure. And pia Brentford, they will try and score more. So we're expecting so much goals out of the two fixtures.
Leeds United versus Man City, Bwana Madheka, in your own prediction, for those who are putting, should they just watch that game or should you include it on their betting slip?
Waekelee na kuwekelea kwa waekelee bila uoga. Waweke 3 over 3. Sababu Man City inachukua ushindi kwa mara ya kwanza, nafikiri hii season hawajafunga mtu bao 6. Sababu ya nini? Wanatafuta mabao peke yake ili wapate kutia Arsenal pressure siku ya kesho.
Haya, we've had it cleared, of course, over your Leeds United versus Manchester City. It's the 8:30 p.m. Kenyan time kickoff. And then, of course, now this other simultaneously, umeona Liverpool, West Ham, you forget, Burnley, Brentford, hiyo ishakwisha, maovers ishaingia. Wacha to watch here, Newcastle, of course, which you're airing here on TV47 versus Everton. Remember, also Radio 47 usually brings you live English Premier League games, Champions League, Carabao, hizo zote. So remember, of course, if you can not be able to watch our channel, then definitely you can join my colleagues on Radio 47 to bring you the very latest commentary analysis about what is happening in the world of football. Of course, from Dantos Sibola and Wesley Kibet and Dennis Madheka, of course, we thank you for being part of the show. We want to let you, of course, enjoy the game at St. James's Park. Of course, on behalf of my producer Kimanzi, as well as my director Emmanuel Inonda, a Manchester United fan, and of course the entire floor manager team, and of course STO. Wako hapa, led by the Shabana menacing person who is after AFC Leopards tomorrow. Momanyi, tutakutana kwa ground hapa Nyayo. From me here, enjoy the second half. And then, of course, we'll be able to give you more sports news in our 9 p.m. news. Enjoy the second half.